Check, check, 1, 2. It's Friday night here at Iceline in Westchester, where your Kennett Blue Demons are about to take on the Sun Valley Vanguards. A pleasant good evening and welcome to our coverage of Kennett hockey with Kevin Mott, and alongside Smith and Shortledge, I'm Ed Henry. This is a big game tonight. This is the third and final meeting between Kennett and Sun Valley as they battle for the #1 spot in the D2 division here at the ICSHL. I can never get that quite out the right way.
It's a mouthful for sure.
So when we played Sun Valley last, we gave them their first regular season loss of the year. They had only lost one other time in overtime. But since then, they've actually lost one more, and it was a 4-0 shutout against Archbishop Ryan.
That's surprising, Ed. Archbishop Ryan, we're going to see them 4 games in a row starting Monday. Last year, they were the worst team in the league, and I'm confused as to what happened there.
They are at the bottom of the division, and from what I understand is that they were missing, they being Sun Valley, 2 of the dreaded 3 from their top line. So McGinnis and Deal were out. We know Bentz was there. We actually thought he might not be playing in this one because of the way the penalties looked from that game, but he is dressed and on the ice, so we expect that he'll be there. So this is a huge game for both teams, being that this is the last head-to-head. This game could decide who finishes first place depending on how the rest of the season goes. And with that, we'll go to our coach's keys of the game, brought to you by High Impact Fitness. Quick start. Coach Joe knows that after that last game with Sun Valley, they were not happy and will likely look to come back and try and take the next win against us, this one tonight. So Coach Joe's looking for a quick start, and to do that, he wants the pucks in deep and lots of shots. And then, as we had mentioned, to contain the top 3 players on this Sun Valley team, although actually tonight it's only 2 top players on the team. Scratches for Sun Valley are number 8, Avery Hahn, and number 16, Hayden McGinnis. For Kennett, scratch number 9, Colin Kelly, and number 67, John Tamman, both homesick. We wish them well. And we'd like to welcome back to the lineup number 37, Andrew Showers. Drew Showers is back after his lower body injury. We've also been told that number 2, Nate Kelly, is what we'll consider a healthy scratch. He is dressed and on the bench, but will likely not be skating.
I think Nate's recovering from a concussion from last time we played Sun Valley, right, Ed? I think, excuse me.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was Sun Valley because it was here down on the corner boards.
Right after New Year's, so.
So warm-ups have finished up. You see Kennett's gathered up around their bench. There's some last-minute instructions from the coaching staff. As always, one of the big things for Kennett is our netminder, number 31, Aiden Mott. Currently 8-2 in the season, has faced 232 shots, has a goals against average of 2.30, and just over 90% save percentage. And with that, this game is underway. Shortledge picks up the puck at center ice. Is it knocked off of his stick? Schillinger tries to backhand up, and Cucinotta, he'll feed it in deep. That's number 33 for Sun Valley. Nate Bentz, and there's an early goal.
Wow.
Kennett capitalizes and takes care of the key of the game, number 1, and that's an early start.
Well, that was a great recovery off the wall from Nate DeWitt, and he fed a streaking Nate Cucinotta, who forehand, backhand, empty net. Nice goal.
So under 30 seconds into this game, Kennett takes the 1-goal lead. Turnover there. Cucinotta picks it up the blue line. He'll take the shot. It drops down in front. Newnham will cover up and take the whistle. That's number 30, Will Newnham. He's in net for Sun Valley. He's currently looking at a 3.43 goals against average and a save percentage of .864 so far this season. Work it behind the net. Shortwood's there with it. Passes it over to Cucinotta. Cucinotta had lots of time standing there. It was almost like Kennett was on the power play. Nobody was giving him any pressure. Number 11, Aiden Bourne. I think you were commenting the last time we played about his flowing locks.
I got a lot of grief from my wife about that. She said, would you quit talking about his hair? But hockey and hair are so intertwined.
Once again, I'll have to take your word for it. Turnover there at the blue line. Almost an opportunity. That was Michael Evans, number 42 of Sun Valley. The 3, Nate Cucinotta, had an opportunity. Fisher will backhand in. Kelly racing to get to it. Turnover there. Mott had it on the corner boards, but rolled off of his stick. Sun Valley outlets to center ice. Across the line. It's number 42, Michael Evans again. He took a shoulder right there in the slot. Polsky takes the shot. Kick save there from Mott. Back out to Bourne at his blue line. He's pressured by Lucas Mott. Gets some support there. Kennett's able to keep it in. Mott tries to feed it through, gets caught up in skates, finally forced out to the neutral zone. Henry tried to make a play on that, but couldn't hold on to that puck. So both teams will make player changes. Sun Valley outlets. Polsky sidesteps one at the blue line. Puck rolls in. Sitting behind the net. Like a little confusion in communication. Wasn't sure who was going after that for a moment. It's Lucas Mott. He'll take it out and go across the blue line. Chip to the middle. Eddie Henry tries to take a whack at it. Doesn't get all that. Comes right back to him at the blue line. Second opportunity. Sun Valley's able to stop that. Skating up with it. It's one of the players we talk about, number 33, Benz. He tries to go around a check. Loses an edge and goes down. Swat for it in the corner. Eddie Henry will lift it. He'll send it the length of the ice, and that will have enough for an icing.
So we brought Luke Ganley with us tonight to the game. The Ganleys the parents have something else to do, but between Tate and Luke, there was a tie on who could say the fewest words. There was not one word said in the car.
I think Eddie would fit right in with that.
They're men or kids of very few words.
You know, there was a few times back in the day when Nate Cucinotta, who's under the play right now, Eddie and Ian D'Ambrosio, I would drive the three of them, and it was, again, the same thing. I think I said more conversation throughout that ride. Down in the corner. Schillinger worked on. He rolls it ahead. Battle for it. Sticks are tied up there. Back down low. Willoughby tries to go around. Heinzelman ties him up, rides him right into the boards in the corner. Finally whistled down.
It's like that. It's like that stunt where you have to touch the car, and whoever touches the car last wins the car. Like that contest. Have you ever seen that? It's like whoever will not say a word wins, right? So it's just silence for hours.
Shot there from Sun Valley goes up and over the net. Outlet to center ice. Ganley in across the line. That's knocked off of his stick by Bourne. Behind the net. Fisher with it. Skates all the way around looking for some open space. Puts a shot through. Kick save there from Noonan. Mott gets it over to Fisher. He gets it around. He'll chase it down near boards himself. Up to Hayes, the blue line. Hayes will fling one in. Not sure if that was just trying to put it in deep, but hopefully that wasn't a shot because it was well wide. Tied up there at center ice. Eddie Henry jumps on it and comes in the two, but gets it into the zone. Mott steps around, still with it, in low. Got too low to do anything with it. Still had it, but finally stripped off of him behind the boards. Kept in there by Ganley. Back to Mott. Mott tried to go back to Ganley, but he was skating away. And so Sun Valley moves it up and out. Michael Evans tries to go in. Hayes stays with him. They tried to put it up and out, but it goes off of skates. And they come together along the boards there. Nobody's able to get possession of the puck. And finally, Kennett moves it back out into the Sun Valley zone. Behind the net, Cucinotta picks it up. He'll roll it up, and nobody's there but Polsky. He'll take the shot. That was headed wide. Mott comes out, makes a play on it. Chopped behind the net. Schillinger will roll it all the way around looking for DeWitt, but it got by him. Sun Valley has to play it in the neutral zone. Bourne will skate in and go all the way down. Back up and around the left side. He goes down. He picks it up, takes the shot. That goes up and over the net. There's some cheering from the crowd. I'm not sure if they were looking for a tripping call, but nothing was forthcoming. Bourne steps into the middle. Feeds it up top. Shot there, hits a body. Comes to the near corner. Attempt to go through the blue paint. It's deflected there. DeWitt will pick it up and skate out. Rink wide for Cucinotta off his skate and in.
I think Bourne plays for the Quakers of the DVHL. And I say that because I saw him and Matthew Hayes talking before the game. And then I'm thinking back, and Chester County's played them a lot, and I've seen that hair before. I recognize hair everywhere, Ed. I'm pretty sure he's a Quaker.
Puck played in from the other side of the red line, so that'll be icing.
Not in his religious beliefs, but just in his club hockey team. I don't think you are required to go to our friends' meeting to play for the Westchester Quakers.
Face off to the left of Mott. Back to Sun Valley. Deal tries to get that in, but worked for it there. Henry goes hard off the glass, and it heads down to the Sun Valley end. Bentz will pick it up. Bentz behind the net. Try to pressure him here, but he was able to feed it up nicely to Schaefer. Comes to Deal. Deal across the blue line. Tried to make the move, lost control of the puck, and Hayes was playing in there. Deal picks it up again from behind the net. Top of the circle. Spins around. Henry leans on him. Finally sends it up to Bentz, the blue line. Bentz gets the pass down. Good feed down there to Schaefer. But Mott was up for that. He'll make the save and hang on.
Do you think Schaefer's first name is Xavier, or how would you say that?
I would say Xavier. Puck up to the blue line. Deal rolls it down low. Willoughby down there. Heinzelman's able to get a stick on it. He moves it up to Ganley. Ganley tried to feed that up to Mott, but that play was read by Bentz. Ben comes in. Good active stick from Heinzelman to knock it all away from him. Fisher behind the net. Finally rolls up the far side boards, and it's Ganley who skates off with it. Feed to Fisher. He got it up to Mott at the center ice line, but he had Schaefer right there with him. Schillinger steps to center ice, and he'll fling it in. Ganley along the right wing. Puck fed behind the net. Into the corner. Schillinger keeps it at the blue line. Sun Valley was able to outlet. Heinzelman picked that up at center ice. He'll fling in and head off on a change.
I think Heinzelman's the best dressed player on Kennett.
Without question. Bodies come together. A lot of cheering from here in the stands. I think we actually have a nice student contingent for Kennett here today. Schillinger had that behind him, was still able to move it out to the neutral zone. Mott had Bentz all over the back of him. Goes down. It looks like there'll be a cross-check penalty. So Kennett's going to go to the man advantage here. Just over 8 minutes to go here in this first period. Number 33, Nate Bentz, heads to the bench for cross-checking. Our clock should catch up at the start of this. Fed back up. Heinzelman was able to get it over to Schillinger just enough to keep it in the zone. Heinzelman flings it in. Newnham gloves that easily, and he'll hang on.
I think he had a lot more time there than he thought, Heinzelman. He could have skated that in another 20 feet.
Kuchinada wins that. Can get all of it on the pass back. Tried to get it to Heinzelman, but he couldn't control it. Flings in. Kennett has to touch up because they were offsides. Mott plays that behind the goal line. Heinzelman. Pressure there from Cram. Has to go back to Heinzelman, and Kennett needs to reset. Fed up to Witt, center ice. Knocked off of his stick by Bourne. Bourne goes hard off the boards. Didn't quite get it past Mott, so it didn't go the length of the ice. Kuchinada picks it up at center, and he'll skate in. Goes around behind the net. Feeds it up to Eddie Henry at the blue line. He'll fling in, deflection there, but DeWitt got too much of a deflection on it, so really didn't make it in on net. DeWitt and Shortledge work in the corner. Gets it to Kuchinada. Flings it over to Hayes. Backhand over to Kuchinada. All the way across. Was out of reach for Eddie Henry. and sent the length of the ice. 40 seconds remaining on the Bence minor. All the way up to Cucinotta, bounces off of his stick. Schorler was able to get a whack at it, but came out the center. Back on sides. Mott all the way over to Henry. He'll fling in. Not sure if that was off target. Newnham got a piece. Cucinotta in the corner. Rolls it behind to Mott. Back up to Hayes. Hayes takes the shot, hits a body, and stays well wide. Ganley tried to get a knock on that. Power play has expired. Back to five-a-side hockey. Mott in across the line. Tried to make the move. Benson Fisher came together and both off the play. Ganley lost it in his skates, but got it over to Mott at the blue line. Feed to Fisher. Back to Mott. He's looking to head back, but no one was there, and Bence with it.
Good stick by Heinzelman there.
Back in the corner. Bodies come together there, and the Kennett faithful cheer
Wow.
the physicality. Ganley from the neutral zone to Fisher. He skates in. Knocked off of his stick. Put down in front, loose puck there. Had Mott right on the doorstep. Heinzelman takes the shot, hits a body. Sun Valley looked to skate it out. Kennett with it again. Mott takes the shot in. Nuno makes that save. Sun Valley finally able to move it out. Off a stick at center ice and in. Heinzelman rolls it around. Hayes wasn't able to do anything with that, but got all the way to the boards. Hayes at center ice. Chopped off his stick. Neiman banks it ahead. The tally goes off the boards and chases it down. Sun Valley in control. They'll move it out through neutral zone and into the Kennett end. As they make the move, got just enough of the body to hold him up. Deal behind the net. Bence tries to streak in, but couldn't get a stick on that. Back up to Willoughby. He'll wind up, take a shot. That's well wide. Bouncing puck goes way up in the air. Hayes throws a shoulder. Sends it over to Vitale in the corner. Back behind. Puck rolls all the way through the slot, out the center ice. Bence will just send it over. Willoughby winds up, sends it in. Mott will glove that, and he'll hang on. And just the clock as we're down to 3:15 remaining here in this first period. Kennett with the 1-0 lead. Cucinotta won that back. Heinzelman gets to it, and he'll go hard around. Got by Bourne, goes all the way down in, and Willoughby will set that up for Bence. Put it back to the corner. Lifted high in the air, looking for Bence. He's able to pick it up the wall and skate in. He's got a step, takes the shot, and goes up and in. Bence makes the move on a very unique pass. That was well in the air, perfectly timed. He skates in, puts it high, beats Mott to tie this game up.
Bence had a celebration to salute the Kennett crowd here. He plays to the crowd a lot. I think we've seen that before. He and Aiden Mott were going at it the first game, I think. You got to watch him. He's a defenseman, but you got to watch him.
Ben's fanned on that one, but finally moves it up the center ice. Cucinotta with it. He'll chip it. Fisher skates in. Mott couldn't get a handle on that, so it's sent back out to the neutral zone. Cucinotta, he'll skate back to Mott at center ice. Touch pass to Fisher. In the zone. Skate the middle. They got enough of a body on him. Benz picks it up, and he'll head in. Tries to get by Heinzelman. Has to skate back for it. Lost it at center. Mott gathered it up there. Tried to feed it up and ahead, but it got caught up in Bourne's skate. Ended up getting over, and Benz gathers up the loose puck.
You sure didn't get caught in Bourne's hair?
That I'm sure, because if his hair's that long. Put back in well offside, so free out for Kennett. Heinzelman behind the net. Sun Valley touches up. Cucinotta from behind. Sends it up for Mott. Mott couldn't get a stick on that, so that will go down for an icing. Minute 39 remaining here in this tie game.
So, so there's like actors, right, in movies. They're very good at acting. There's athletes that are very good at sport. But I think the all-around best entertainers are pro wrestlers. Because not only are they good athletes, but they're actors. They entertain.
I couldn't argue that. I'm not big into wrestling these days, but there are definitely some wrestlers. Big body there in the corner, and although they get a cheer from the Kennett faithful, they're going to pick up the penalty for it. Matthew Hayes will pick up the penalty. I didn't see what the call was. I'm going to guess roughing.
I think cross-checking, maybe. But have you seen the Flyers do commercials? Like, they're just not good actors. I mean, it's bad. And have you seen generally actors? They're not good at sports. But pro wrestlers are like, they're good at both. They entertain and they're physically, they're just athletes. It's like it's amazing to me.
So do you have a favorite wrestler?
Not a current one. I watched as a kid with my dad, like, years ago, like in the 80s. And I watched in the 90s.
Talley jumps on the loose puck, short-handed with an opportunity. Fed back down to him. He throws a body. Finally up on the boards, but couldn't get all of that. Kennett puts it back down behind the net. Last minute of play here in this first period. Deal pulls it off the boards. Need to wit on him, so he had to peel back. Gets it to Benz. Benz tries to go wide on Cucinotta, forced behind the net. All the way around. Look for Deal. Got it to Deal, and Deal goes top shelf and in. Sun Valley takes advantage of the power play. And now leads this game 2-1.
So, Bourne just grabbed his crotch at the Kennett fans. That's got to be a penalty. I get it. You're like taunting the crowd, but you can't do lewd gestures like that, can you? Really.
I don't know. I agree you shouldn't, but I don't know. I'm sure that's probably an unsportsmanlike conduct, but work forward in the corner, comes out, rolls into the slot. DeWitt will pick it up, move it out. Chopped that from behind by Deal, tries to drop pass it. Shortridge was able to keep it in, at least momentarily. Feeds it to Bentz. Bentz with a step. Gets all the way up, tries to cut in, takes the shot, stays wide. Mott came well out of his net to cover that. Work for it from behind. There's the buzzer ending the first period. 17 minutes in the book. Sun Valley with the 2-1 lead. Shots after the first period of play. Sun Valley 11. Kennett just one behind with 10. So you said your older son, when he went off to college, he wasn't really playing hockey, but brought his gear just in case, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
So I was talking to Eddie about that, and the question is, what do you do with your gear? Where do you put it as a college student? Because your dorm is not much bigger than this booth we're standing in right now.
Right.
And I can't imagine that would be the best thing for any new roommate to have your hockey bag, because that is an air freshener no one enjoys. So what do you do with your gear?
Well, first of all, we air out our equipment religiously, so it does not smell. But number two,
I don't believe that for a second, but okay.
It's true. It's true. It's just under the bed. You just stuff it under the bed.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to play and you have to air it out, you have to air it out.
Oh, yeah.
You have to take it out of your bag and let it just breathe. And if you don't do that, it's going to smell.
Well,
So-
I know Eddie has one of those PVC stick figures that he takes off and hangs his gear out and
Us
airs
too.
it out. But
Yeah.
it makes
Wow.
it better, but it's still nothing that I would want to be trapped in a small room with it.
Well, you must have smellier jeans because we have the same stick figure, and besides the gloves, so my oldest, his gloves smell like just the funkiest, nastiest thing you've ever smelled.
So a whole new meaning to when you put the glove in their face and they
Yeah.
call it giving them the stinky glove.
Yeah, I don't know why the glove smells. Nothing else smells, but his hands smell, and I don't understand it, but
Second period underway. So Valley had won the initial face-off, put it in. Schillinger rolls it all the way around for DeWitt. DeWitt with it and into the zone. Makes the move, picks it up behind the net. Rolled up the boards, gets by everybody, and out to center ice. Cucinotta over to Heinzelman.
it's funny here. The first, 21 seconds we scored, and you thought like, wow, this could be something crazy, but Kennett's really been quiet since then.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of offensive opportunities.
They really haven't. I don't know. I mean, they have their two of their three big guys playing D, and then Bourne. He's playing D too, but I think the rest of their team's not very noticeable. You'd think we could generate more offense here.
Sportsmanlike conduct is called. It looks like Cucinotta's going to go to the box. He actually had possession of the puck. I don't know if he said something.
I don't know if Coach Joe got a penalty too for that. I think Coach Joe's telling him that he should have called a penalty down there, and
He's wagging his finger at the referee. I don't know.
I think Coach Joe got a penalty too. I think it's
So there's two penalties on the board right now, unless Nate picked up a double minor. Because they only have his name up. No, they got another player in the box. So, yep.
that's tough for a ref to call too like that.
So
just for talking.
Kennett will be too short for the next 2 minutes of this one. Mott's able to read that. He'll lift it up and send it down the length of the ice and kill some much-needed time off this penalty. Lucas Mott, Heinzelman, and Henry are out there right now on this. Ben skates in all alone. He tries to take the shot. Aiden Mott covers that up and takes the whistle. 29 seconds have ticked off the concurrent minors. So father, son, player, coach
No, but that's
taking penalties.
all right. Like, I don't know what Nate said, and I don't know what Joe said, but it's one thing to like give you one of those, but not even to give you a warning for the second one. That's tough to go like, all right, unsportsmanlike. That's tough in a 1-1 game. That's
Deal in across the line. He's behind the net, rolls off his stick, but he'll skate right to it. Schillinger there with him. Mott makes a play on it. They chop at it. Deal comes up with it. Feeds it back to Bentz. Bentz all the way across. Shot there. Mott makes that save. Second opportunity goes up and over the net. Deal gathers up on the right wing, and he'll skate down low. Behind the net. All the way up to Polsky at the blue line. Polsky feeds it over to Bentz. Bentz tries to hesitate. Almost lost it there, but stays with it. Back down low. All the way across, goes over Polsky's stick and out to the neutral zone, so they'll need to touch up as we're down to 30 seconds remaining on the double Cucinotta Miners. Good play there. Mott's able to backhand to center ice. Up to the blue line. Deals, got pressure there from Hayes. Forces them back to the center ice line. Another good play from Mott. He stays with it, takes a whack at it. Deal's able to stay with it. Gets around Hayes, 2-on-1. Deal takes the shot. Mott gets a piece of it, and it goes wide. Penalties have both expired, 5 aside. Ganley tries to roll around, nobody from Kennett there. Turnaround shot, opportunity. Mott makes a big save. Ganley directs it up. Fisher gets a stick on it. Bentz will pick it up. Skate down low in the Sun Valley end. Mott, good pressure, strips him of the puck. Center ice shot there from Fisher. That goes just wide. Back out in front, another opportunity. Once again, wide. Heinzelman keeps it in at the blue line. Ganley feeds it down. Good feed to Fisher, but he was back-checked there by Evans. Chip it up, good active stick from Henry to keep that out of harm's way. Cucinotta jumps off the bench. Knocked away from him. 1-on-3, so Kennett's able to quickly strip him of that. Heinzelman blows a tire and loses the puck. Sits in the slot. Shot there, hits bodies. Went right on Eddie Henry's stick, and he had to wait a second to figure out what to do with it. Got it up to the line, but Bentz kept it in. Bentz still with it. Makes a few moves. Finally just rolls it in deep. Right out into the slot, once again knocked away. Henry in the corner goes up to the blue line, but Polsky keeps it in there. Head down low, shot goes wide. Puck forced behind the net. Broder with it. Willoughby knocked down on the play. Lost his stick. Cucinotta finally able to gather up, and he'll skate out. Forced to the wall there by Bourne. Stays with it. Knocks it down low for Shortledge. He tries to make the move. But Bourne was able to pick up the loose puck and skates out. Into the Kennett end. Heinzelman tries to stay with him. Riser shot. Looked like it went off of either Mott or the side of the net. Bourne forced all the way out into the neutral zone. He'll skate back in again himself. Heinzelman pokes at it. Bourne puts on the brakes. Feeds it right through the slot. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Deal keeps it in at the blue line. Deal makes the move, tries to get a shot off, but it hits bodies in front. Good outlet feed there. Cucinotta gets a step. He's got room. He's harassed from behind by Bentz. Knocked down on the play. No call there. Puck sent the length of the ice. And that'll be icing. Cucinotta looked like he was saying some things to the ref of going, you know, this has got to go both ways. The Stripes have nothing to say on the matter. And so we still stay five-a-side hockey. Just over 11 minutes remaining in this second period. Kennett trails by 1. Face-off win there by Kennett. Fed all the way across. Hayes gets the shot, hits bodies in front, and drops down there. Ganley tried to get a stick on it, but Bentz picks it up, and he'll skate down. Mott rides him behind the net. Fisher comes in to help out. Mott with it, tried to get it overhead. Ganley all alone. Just couldn't get the puck to him. Puck tied up in skates in the corner. Mott comes away with it. He'll backhand, but Deal got a stick on that. Up to the blue line. They battle for it. It's forced out. So backhand in. Benz goes all the way around. Hayes keeps it in, takes a check. Fisher off his stick. Ganley takes the shot. That one catches something, goes in front. No goal. Sat on the line. Puck finally goes out through center ice, and Hayes goes back with Deal right behind him. Backhands it for Ganley. Feeds it to Mott. Has Vitale. All the way across. Gets by everybody. Bodies come together on the boards there. Deal tries to do something. Hayes tried to just take a check on him, but missed most of it. Puck finally put out the center ice where Willoughby will fling in. Offsides for Sun Valley. They touch up. He sends it near side. Fed to the middle. He's looking for Vitale, but that pass was behind him. Puck goes off of skates. Vitale with it. Center ice. He'll skate in. Takes the shot. Good shot there. Was headed wide, but Willoughby gloves it, and he'll hang on. A little exciting for a moment there.
Yeah, that was good back and forth.
I did see we had a text come through, and I'm going to assume it was in relation to your lack of stinkiness that you were being called BS on that one. So
it's just the gloves.
Shot there, opportunity. Good save on Neiman. In the corner. Puck bouncing in the slot. That's 26. Polsky. Puck rolls in on net. Mott tried to make a play on it. Goes to Henry, and he'll just backhand it easily out the center ice. Puck rolls through. Gets by Showers. Heinzelman send it ahead for Neiman. Cucinato off the bench, and he'll fling it in. Newnham sets it up behind the net. Polsky tried to skate it up. Cucinato cuts it off, tried to make a move around. Knocked away from him. Bourne goes in. Tried to make the move on Heinzelman. Heinzelman said no thank you to that. Forces it out the center ice. Cucinato couldn't dig that out of skates. Polsky flings in from the blue line there. Mott stops it behind for Heinzelman. Up the near boards, all the way up to the blue line of Sun Valley. Bourne picks it up there, sends it all the way down. Heinzelman gloves it. Has Cucinato at the blue line. 3-on-2. Cucinato takes the shoulder, got at the short ledge. He couldn't settle that puck to get the shot off. Cucinato makes the move all the way up to Heinzelman. Delayed penalty. Shot all the way over. Henry backhands in. Sun Valley touches up. And there's the whistle. Roughing is the call. So Bourne heads to the bench. Penalty box for roughing. Kennett with a power play opportunity as they look to tie this up about midway through this game.
Bourne was definitely trying to punish Cucinato there with some of his checks. He wasn't just trying to knock him off the puck. He was angry.
Face-off win for Kennett. Schillinger. Sit over to Ganley. Ganley down low for Mott. Lucas to Ganley. Schillinger makes the move. Willoughby to drop. Mott down low. Turnaround shot and score! Mott ties this game back up at 2 with the power play goal. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in this second period.
Well, that was a very good puck control by the power play. We had on the half wall up to the point, half wall down low, give and go, stuff it in.
I think I was a little slow on my capture of the instant replay. I think I got more celebration than actual. Yep, that's just all celebration.
Yeah, that was good puck movement, though. They really tried to get a 2-on-1, which we talked about. That's what you're trying to do in hockey. It's keep away until you get a 2-on-1, and then go.
So, game knotted at 2. Heinzelman fed it up to Mott. Put it through center ice, but no Kennett jerseys there. Turnover at center ice. Mott gathers up and skates in. Puts on the brakes. All the way across. Great shot there from Ganley, and it finally goes in. So Ganley picks up the go-ahead goal. Kennett now leads 3-2.
That's Ganley there. The Kennett crowd's going crazy. I don't know where these kids came from, but they're enjoying it right now.
Ganley.
I think he banked it off the Sun Valley player, right?
Yeah, he had the first opportunity, came right back to him, then he buried the second one. So timeout is called by Sun Valley. Take this opportunity to throw up Kennett's roster this year. Here's your seniors: Nate Kelly, Nate Cucinotta, Eddie Henry, and Nate DeWitt. As I say, Eddie and the 3 Nates. Your juniors: Nick Vitale, Matthew Hayes, Tate Shortledge, Tommy Schillinger, and Cameron Brown. Sophomores: Colin Kelly, Eric Heinzelman, and Rowan Hagee. And your freshmen: Luke Ganley, Ben Fisher, Braden Neiman, Lucas Mott, Aiden Mott, Drew Showers, and John Tamman.
This might be the biggest crowd we've had here for a Kennett game.
Definitely.
With parents and students. I wonder why that is.
Well, there was a lot of talk just about this being Sun Valley, an earlier game, and that I think they all had a half day today because of midterms. So it's kind of a perfect storm of things there, which actually will give us an opportunity to talk about our next game, which is this Sunday, January 22nd. It's against Oxford. And this is the game we're going to recognize our graduating seniors. So this one being a close one at Chester County Skate Club. It's a 7:50 start time. We're hoping we'll have our little introduction of the seniors just prior to the game. I'd like to encourage everyone to come out and join us for that game. The other nice thing about it is that since it's not a regular league game that we're playing at what would normally be one of Kennett's practice times, there's no charge for admission.
Save $5. Come out.
Jumps on that puck shot, but that goes wide. Goes all the way across. Eddie Henry races across to keep that in. Bounces off a player and goes behind the net. Fisher tries to get to it. Hayes comes down. Fisher along the far boards tried to feed it to the middle. Knocked away from him. Hayes keeps it in. Mott banks it back to Hayes. Hayes feeds it across to Henry. Skates to it, takes the shot, was headed wide. Noonan will glove that and hang on.
Has Eddie ever been knocked over during a game?
He has. It's not often.
I haven't seen it very often.
No. I mean, I know that there's been times where when we managed to get him to play a little harder and physical, that many players kind of comment. They're like, you can't knock him down. He's strong on his feet, skates. Bounces off a few. Schillinger takes the shot through traffic. Bounces, goes off the outside of the net. Cucinotta back to Shortledge. Tries to get it to DeWitt in the middle, but that was deflected away. Out the center ice. Heinzelman's got to race back to it. A pair of Sun Valley players racing to beat him there, but he got there first. Bounces off a few. Shortledge picks it up at center ice. Goes wide. All the way around. Bounced away from him. Got the Schillinger, but it was on the wrong side of the blue line, so Kennett would have been offsides. Heinzelman reaches to get a stick on that one. Shortledge jumps on it again. Evans harasses him, and it finally knocked away from him. Schillinger kept it at the line. DeWitt got it to Cucinotta. Through traffic in the middle. Battle for it. Cucinotta tries to make the turnaround move, but And just enough of them to keep them off the play. Behind the net, Bourne up the boards. Schillinger played it near side. And in offsides, move it back out to the middle. Schillinger feeds it back in once again. Bourne deflects that up all the way down. Mott will play that, so no icing there. I think Heintzelman might need to get his skates checked. He's blown a tire quite a few times in this one. Finally battled away. Schillinger skates in, tried to get through 3 Sun Valley players, but nothing happening there. Bourne picks up the loose puck, and he'll skate out. Tries to go off the boards, but it goes into the Kennett bench. And so we get a stoppage of play with just under 4 minutes to go in this second period. Kennett leads by a score of 3-2. You all right there?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened there, but that was a good shift by Cucinotta, Shortledge, and DeWitt. They had the puck there for a good minute. Good pressure. It's like Kennett has some energy from those 2 quick goals.
Puck in there. Bodies go down behind the net. That's Willoughby. He's slow to get up. Fed all the way across. Takes the shot in on net. Mott makes the initial save. Rebound goes behind. We get a cross-check penalty. So let's see. Looks like Vitale's heading to the box. So Sun Valley goes on the power play with about 3.5 remaining here in this second period. As they look to tie this game up.
Yeah, this is a big sequence here, Ed. Toward the end of the period, power play, if Kennett can kill this off, it's a good momentum builder. They already have the momentum going, but it could be taken away here if they
deal with it. Cucinotta tried to go up, but Evans was able to keep that momentarily. Cucinotta flings it ahead. It's Mott at center ice. He puts it back in. Sun Valley at the touch up. Eddie Henry will feed it out to Cucinotta in the neutral zone. He'll wait as long as he can. Banking ahead. Was looking to bank it to Mott. Almost did, but Mott couldn't catch up to that. Sun Valley rolls it up the boards. Wayward pass. Cucinotta picks it up, and he's in on the offensive zone. He's just going to take it to the corner, try to kill more time off of that power play. Up to the point, Eddie Henry with it there. He'll take a shot. That was deflected to the middle. Dio gloved that, gathers it. He'll skate up. Halfway through with the tally minor. High riser shot goes up, hits glass behind. Body there. Reuter forced out to the neutral zone. Gets it back to Bentz. Bentz will just skate down and wait to see where his team goes. And then he'll skate it himself. Length of the ice. Bentz lost control. Eddie Henry goes off the glass, sends it down. 33 seconds remaining on the Vitale minor. Good pressure there from Mott. Comes away with a shorthand opportunity. Gets a backhand shot. Noonan will glove and hang on to that. 2 minutes to go in this second period.
Nice energy by Mott there. I think if he would have, instead of trying to go short side, if he would have skated out from the net and come around, just tucked it in the far post, he could have had something there. But
it's so weird hearing cheering from Kennett. I like it. Face off to the corner. Bourne will wrap it all the way around. Schillinger able to stay with it. Puts it back in the zone. Polsky sends it over to Cram. Cram goes off a skate. Ganley with it. And he'll just fling in. Fisher behind the net. Gets it there. Last few seconds tick away. Vitale minor. He's out of the box. Even strength. Fisher feeds it up. Opportunity there for Neiman. Kind of got a weak shot off, hit a body. Most of the second opportunity. Puck fed out. Heinzelman backhands to the middle. Fisher with an opportunity that gets away from him. Schillinger moves it back out to the neutral zone. Sun Valley resets to their line. Wayward pass goes all the way in. Schillinger picks that up. He's looking to feed it up to Neiman, but goes off a skate. So I think the extracurricular here in center ice, although I think he has an elbow. Wasn't sure if it was that or the shot after the play on Fisher.
Well, it was both. I mean, it was definitely late. Fisher had moved the puck. It was 1 or 2 seconds after that, and he buried him. You can't do that. So I'm glad they're calling that as a penalty.
So elbowing call on Sun Valley. Kennett with a late second period power play. Opportunity to advance their lead. Schillinger at the blue line. Beats it down to Fisher. Fisher tried to go all the way through to Ganley. Puck sat there. Ganley finally got a stick on it, but forced out to the middle. Tried to feed it to a streaking Bourne, but he couldn't handle that pass. Cucinotta with it. He'll reverse it back around. Schillinger all the way across. Ganley across the blue line. He'll fling in on net. He'll get to it himself. Up the near side for Cucinotta. Cucinotta over to Fisher. Fisher wheels away from Polsky.
That's holding there. He grabbed a hold of his sweater and pulled it.
Mott loses the puck there. That one sent all the way down. His brother Aiden will play it. Crowd yelling for the goaltender to shoot it. There's the buzzer ending the first period or the second period. So Kennett will have 1:07 of power play to start the third period as they lead Sun Valley by a score of 3-2. Shots after 2 periods of play. Kennett 25, Sun Valley 19. This intermission brought to you by High Impact Fitness. Located at the shops of Longwood across from Go Green and Clean Car Wash near the Walmart in Kennett Square. High Impact Fitness is a 24/7 facility with contactless sign up and only $25 a month with the QR code on your screen for Kennett students and their families. Don't wait and have just a New Year's resolution. Actually come to the gym and get in shape now.
So how many people come into your gym at 2 a.m. and work out?
Not many. There might be 1 or 2 at most. Normally that's kind of quiet. Midnight, there's a few.
3 a.m.?
No, like you said, midnight's I know we talk about this on occasion, but we don't normally get ourselves on camera. Hello, everyone at home. These are the broadcasters.
Give a shout out to Kevin Matt here, who does a lot of the heavy work.
Following the play. That is definitely the hardest part of this job.
Physical work. We just stand here and talk. He actually is like moving around and watching the play and trying to get the video right. So it's Girl Scout cookie time, Ed.
I saw that email.
So anybody wants Girl Scout cookies, they're to be sold. My daughter's selling them. The price went up 25% this year, $4 to $5, but I guess they're good. I'm not a big cookie person, but
yeah, no, that we definitely have a sweet tooth in our house. Kennett starting the third period on a power play. Cucinotta skates through center ice. Knocked off of his stick. Comes right back to him. Chop it along the boards. DeWitt tried to get to it. Bourne jumps on it. He's got 2 Motts to deal with. Good play there from both Mott brothers to prevent that opportunity. Fed across out of the reach of DeWitt. 25 seconds remaining on the Kennett power play.
maybe if he had less hair, he could have gone faster and got around Mott.
Probably.
I'm just saying that because my wife's texting me saying, stop talking about his hair. I just can't help it.
Cucinotta will go back at his blue line. Fed up. Mott signals to Aiden signals to his brother. Opportunity in front. Newnham slides across and is able to cover it up and hang on. Opportunity for Kennett there as the power play was ending.
That was a nice play by Nate DeWitt there. Mott gave it to him. He gave it right back. Nice tip. That was a good play by DeWitt.
Puck goes behind the net. Tally to it. He's trying to dig it out of skates. Graham harassed there at the blue line. He's able to get it ahead. Was looking for Bentz. Bentz had showers there with him. All the way over. Gomer tried to get it back. Almost an opportunity there for Kennett, but nobody could really control that pass. Eddie Henry with it. He'll send it all the way up. Was looking for Vitale, but that was out of his reach. So icing is whistled. Bring that all the way down. Looks like to the left of Aiden Mott. Yeah, I know the free option for the next game on Sunday. There's a handful of Kennett players that come to the, or Kennett players and students that come to the gym. And when I mentioned to them the game, they were slightly interested until I told them it was free. Then they were very interested. Battle there in front of Aiden Mott. He's able to hang on to that, get the whistle.
I mean, it's $5, right? It's not cheap, but it's not like it's, you're not going to the Flyers game either.
Puck up to the line, wind up there for Bentz. Mott makes the initial save. It's knocked down and swatted in, so Sun Valley is able to tie this game up at 3. Some pretty good hand-eye coordination to hit that puck in the air.
Yeah,
get it in past Mott.
Yeah, that was a good play, but I don't think that's a common play for him.
So under 15 minutes to go in this game. And we're knotted up at 3. Fed back through, lifted high in the air. Mott's able to keep that in and glove it down and stays with it. Opportunity there, takes the shot, but that goes wide. Fisher sends it up to Heinzelman. Heinzelman steps in, takes the shot, bounces up and hits the glass. Lucas Mott with it. Spins around. Checked on that play. Rolled back up to the boards. Didn't know where it was. It was behind him. Bent's there to it, and he takes a shoulder from Fisher. Fisher turns around, takes the shot. Newnham fights it off, bouncing puck. Kennett was trying to pull the exact same play, but just couldn't get a stick on it. Rolls right to the middle. Ganley skates around a few, sends it up to Schillinger at the blue line. Schillinger takes the shot, hits a skate. Heinzelman makes a good play to keep that in. Shot there, deflected. Mott with it, tried to get it to the center, was looking for Fisher. Schillinger takes that shot, hits a skate and stays out. Bentz goes in. Numbers for them. Takes the shot, Mott gloves that. Makes it look easy and hangs on.
Yeah, nice save there. Bentz tried to go short side. He thought Mott was gonna think he was gonna go forehand, backhand to the far side, and he tried to chip it over his glove hand, but Mott kept that glove there. Good save.
Well, shot right off the face-off. Witt banks it ahead. Possible 2-on-1 for Kennett. Fed across. Kuchinat, open space. Struggling puck, and it goes in. Kuchinat was able to settle that enough to get it past Newnham. And Kennett takes the 4-3 lead.
I don't know if you have the replay there. It was a good hustle by Shortledge. He's been skating hard tonight. He hasn't always been, but tonight he's been skating very hard. Got that puck over to Kuchinat for the goal. Good play there. Good hustle play.
Newnham got a piece of it, but Not enough, and it trickled past him, giving Kennett the go-ahead goal. Willoughby was ridden off of that play by Kuchnada. He's trying to get it. It bounces. And Kuchnada gathers it up, skates in. Drop for DeWitt. DeWitt tries to take the shot. Fans takes the second opportunity, and it goes just wide. Sun Valley tries to outlet, bouncing flying pass. Hayes able to get to that. Kuchnada backhands in. DeWitt in on the forecheck. Bourne sends it up. Henry sends it the other side. Showers to it. Showers. Hit hard there. Bounced up to the line. Broder with it, but knocked away from him. Heinzelman tries to go out and kick it to his skate, but couldn't do anything with that. Neiman skates in. He's taken down on the play. Body's down all over the place. Nothing there. Schillinger takes a shot. Hits skate. Kept out. Pass goes off of Willoughby's back, but he's able to gather up. Gets the shot off. Puck goes in on net. Mott made that save easily. Willoughby down in the corner. And the Kennett faithful love the physicality.
I think that was a good check by Heinzelman. I think Willoughby's just upset that he...
Yeah, he was looking for more on that opportunity.
Yeah.
And between the check that he got and not enough on that shot, I think that was more frustration than anything.
Yeah, plus I think sometimes players, when they don't get the chance they want, they make it look like it's a penalty to try to draw something from the ref. I mean, it's part of the gamesmanship of this. But
Face off up the deal. Big kick save there for Mott. Backhand down low. Evans. Only knocked off of that play. He still stays with the puck. Talley stays with him. He backhands over for Deal. Deal looks for the lane, gets the shot, hits a body and stays out. Showers sends it all the way down for an icing. Good to see Showers back out on the play after that rough ride he took in front of the Sun Valley bench.
Yeah, I wonder what Heinzelman's telling Evans right now. Looks like he's explaining something to him. I don't know what.
Fashion advice.
So Eric, he has a nice fur coat, but he had a nice. I mean, this isn't derogative by any means, but he had a nice shirt on today, and he had it open, one or two buttons. It looked like he could have been like, he has long hair. Looks like he could have been in the 70s, just walking.
Mott steps around a few.
Get the Regal Beagle for Three's Company.
I don't think you're going to get many people on this broadcast who might know what that is. At least none to go to Kennett. Bouncing puck. Fisher feeds it up to Mott. He's across the line. Gets around one. Bouncing around puck once again. Comes to Mott. He's still with it. Fanned on his pass. Was looking to get it to Hayes. Hayes races over to keep it in. Bentz pulls it off the wall, and he'll skate out. Bentz with speed. Splits both defensemen. They're going to take the penalty. Not sure which one's going to get it. They were both hooking Bentz as he got past them. So.
Yeah, they were. I think Bentz, he was playing that up a little bit.
So that could be either Eddie Henry or Mr. Hayes. Not sure which one's going to go.
If there's any penalty, my bet's on Hayes.
Under most circumstances, I would not argue that one bit, but so Sun Valley goes to a power play with just under 2.5 to go here in this third period as they look to tie this game up. Face-off win there. Heinzelman, good off the glass, sends it all the way down. Bentz from behind the net. Feeds it up the Deal. Deal across the line. Schillinger keeps him outside. Back up to the blue line, winding blast there. Mott grabs that with no problem, and he'll hang on. Face-off once again in the Kennett end. Again, off the face-off, goes in on Mott. Makes that stop. So I'll try that again. Sun Valley wins that one. Gets it to Deal. Deal goes all the way across to Bentz. Bentz puts it in the middle. They battle for it. Loose puck. Mott's able to spot it in traffic, and he'll cover up.
I want to see Kennett being more aggressive here. They're kind of just sitting back and letting Deal and Bentz move the puck, and that's not something that's good.
Face-off win for Kennett, but Heinzelman couldn't gather that out of his skates. Willoughby behind the net. Heinzelman stays with him, but Willoughby comes away with the puck again. Willoughby tries to turn around. Kennett's able to gather that up and send it all the way down. Under a minute remaining on the Hayes hooking call. With speed all the way in. Tries to cut through the middle. Bouncing puck sits there. Eddie Henry's with it. Tries to get it out. Flub there, stays at the line, but
it's got to come out.
Kept in. Henry goes behind. He'll try to go hard around the outside, but kept in at the blue line. Back down low. Good defensive play there from Eddie Henry in front. Prevent that. Puck sent all the way down. 15 seconds now remaining on the Hayes minor. Bentz with speed all the way down. Knocked off of his stick. Eddie Henry gets to it.
I think the ref, I think that hit the ref's foot. That was a good defensive play by the ref. Did I see that wrong?
I couldn't tell. Back to 5 aside. Rising shot there from Lucas Mott. Bourne. Who's behind the net? DeWitt rides him. Schillinger gathers the puck. Rolls it around. Vitale chips it ahead into the Sun Valley zone. Off the boards, out all the way through the neutral zone, and Schillinger will gather up in his own end. Sends over to Hayes. Hayes is looking for Vitale. That was ahead of him. Rolling puck goes all the way down. I think everybody was waiting for an icing whistle, but that was not coming. Polsky ridden off of that play. Ganley lifts it high in the air, all the way down for Vitale. Vitale tries to hit Mott. He was covered there. Near corner. Ganley comes away with it. That puck's deflected up and over the net. Finally forced out to the neutral zone where Hayes will pick it up, get it to Heinzelman. We get a whistle, which I'm not sure for what.
I think that's too many men.
So too many men is whistled against Kennett. So they're going to have to kill another power play with 7 minutes to go here in this third period. But they lead by 1. Kennett's given Sun Valley the opportunity to climb back into this.
Yeah, they are. That's a tough one.
Back to Bentz, the line. He tries to get that over to Deal. That was deflected. Shortledge with it. And he'll lift it and send it the length of the ice. Cucinotta beat Bentz there. He's being pressed up against the boards. I'm not sure how that's not a penalty. Not even giving him a chance to skate for the puck.
Yeah, I think that's holding for sure. You can't pin somebody against the wall.
Yeah.
Just hold him there when the puck's not there.
Deal goes all the way around. Gets it to Bentz. Bentz will skate in, gets by Kuchnada, gets the shot in. Mott makes that save. He's without a stick. Hayes gets a stick up high. And so that should even up the penalties.
Shape. 23 is talking a lot to the ref. I can't.
Yeah, he's pleading his case or
I
what?
mean, he's like all over the ref. I mean, like, get out of here, kid.
So 4 aside for the next minute and 18. And Kennett will have an abridged power play. Fisher and Mott out there with Henry and Hayes. Deal's able to pick that up out of traffic, and he'll skate up through center ice. Fisher and Henry combine to take him off the play, but he skates right to the puck. Right there, all the way across, has Bentz all alone up top. He'll skate down low. Bentz goes all the way around, harassed the entire time. Finally knocked away from him, put ahead. Hayes tries to get ahead of Deal. Deal gets over to him. Hayes gets the shot off, but that was going wide. Deal gets the cross-checking call on Hayes, and again, the Kennett fans in attendance cheer that as Kennett goes to the man advantage.
I mean, there might be 7 of them, but they are very loud.
It's the right 7, I guess. We got our clock wind to catch up. We're down to 5:38 on the game clock. That should be just about right by the time that this starts. 4-on-3 for Kennett at the moment. Puck goes up. Schillinger can't keep that bouncing puck in, so they come out to center ice. Kuchnada with it. In across the line. Drops it for Fisher. Fisher takes the shot. Noonan will glove that and hang on.
There's a lot of open ice here, Ed, when it's a 4-on-3. It's amazing how much taking 3 guys off the ice makes a difference. But
19 seconds. Kennett will actually have the 2-man advantage. Sun Valley wins that face-off. And they'll send it all the way down. Aiden Mott comes out to set that up for Kuchnada. Kuch across his blue line, swatted at there. Steps in, drops it for Fisher. Fisher skates around 1. Back to Kuchnada. Bouncing puck. Kennett 5-on-3 for the next 35 seconds. Fisher to Kuchnada. Back to Fisher. Schillinger at the line. Over to Ganley. Back to Schillinger. Kuchnada, quick pass over to Fisher.
Kennett needs somebody in front here.
This is the Ganley. It's got Mott in front, but he's getting beat up for being down there. Kuchnada steps in, takes the shot. Noonan fought that off. Fisher picks it up, takes another opportunity, but that hits something and goes well up and over the net. First penalty about to expire. Oh, good keep there. 5-on-4 for the next 36 seconds. Mott drops it for Ganley. Over to Kuchnada. He had a lot of an open net, but couldn't get a stick on it. Sun Valley finally gets a play on the puck. They send it out to center ice. Kennett quickly trying to move in transition. 4-on-1. Over to Kuchnada. Couldn't handle that. Put behind the play. Bouncing there. Sun Valley able to pick it up, and they'll send it all the way down. Final 10 seconds. The power play. Schillinger to Fisher. Near side to Ganley. Ganley plays it in. Penalties have all expired. 5-a-side hockey. Shortledge trying to get it over. Oh, ridden hard into the boards there. back behind. Put all the way far side. Shortledge raced over to keep it in at least momentarily. Polsky tried to play it to himself, but
Good stick by Ganley. Keep that out.
Nate DeWitt had his stick knocked out of his hands. Fans didn't like that. Deal skates in. Tried to make the move. Stays with it. Big play there by Heinzelman to put him into the boards. DeWitt rolls it behind. Hayes gets to it. Puts it all the way over. Heinzelman feeds it up for DeWitt. Digs it out of his skate. Gets around one. Has some open space. Takes the shot. Newnham fights it. Opportunity there. Neiman had a chance, but Newnham makes the save.
Good sequence. Oh, sorry. A good sequence there. Good play by DeWitt. And then Neiman was in the right spot. He just couldn't get it in.
Benz tried to go all the way around himself. Actually had Mott out of position slightly, but he had some good defensive coverage to help him out there. Puck along the boards. DeWitt's able to knock it ahead. He's going to try to get to it again. He's got Bentz right there with him. They both battle for it. DeWitt tries to get a shot off, but Bentz prevents that. Sun Valley sends it up. I imagine they got to be looking to pull the netminder at some point as we're down to just under 2 minutes. Henry goes on the boards. Try to get that to Neiman. Pulled off the boards there.
There goes the goalie.
Empty net for Sun Valley.
Here comes Bourne. We got the hair power coming out.
Cucinotta sends it up. Looking for Vitale. Kept in there. Streaking Bentz. Skates in. Shot goes over the net. Vitale plays it off. It goes out of the zone. Bourne picks it up at center ice. In across the line. He's knocked off of that play. Eddie Henry takes him to the corner. Rolls around near side. Last minute of play here in this game. Sun Valley takes the shot from up high. Mott dives down on it. Puck is still loose. He finally covers it up and gets the whistle. 50 seconds remaining in this one. Kennett trying to hold on to a 1-goal lead.
I think Kennett's going to call timeout here to rest some of their players. Get the right five out there.
I'm going to say that you're right there as they all come over to the bench. We don't have an indication of the timeout yet. But
except for Coach Joe and Eric putting their hand on
making the big timeout signal.
Big T sign, yeah. The ref never called it, but they were emphatic there.
50 seconds remaining. Face off in the Kennett end. Empty net for Sun Valley. The extra attacker. Once again, as a reminder, we have that game on Sunday, the 22nd, 7:50 p.m. start time at Chester County Skate Club. That'll be against Oxford as we recognize our graduating seniors. I encourage all the friends and family in the area to come out and support Kennett and those seniors for that game. Again, no charge.
It's close, too.
Very close. You're not going to find one any closer.
Nope. Right in Kennett Square, about 2 miles from the high school.
Hoping to have some blue and white decor going on for that. Crowd cheers as the timeout finishes up. The players come out.
So it looks like we have Cucinotta, Schillinger, Ganley, Mott, and Fisher. Sun Valley has 6 players. Goalie pulled, right, Ed?
That is correct. Puck sits there. Mott jumps to it, tries to clear it out. Hits Ganley's skate. Sun Valley keeps it into the line. Puck goes off and stays all the way. Tries to center it. Racing in. Mott makes the save. Puck sat there for a moment. Finally cleared out. Ganley will send it the length of the ice. And that'll be icing. Just missed the net as we roll just under 30 seconds.
So that's there's two schools of thought on that, right? You go for the win and you try to put it in the empty net, or you get it across the red line and you kill time. I don't know what the right way is. Some people swear on both sides, but
Cucinotta rolls it around. Mott feeds it to Fisher. He's across center ice. Takes the shot. Hits the outside of the net.
I'll say what Coach Cucinotta thinks because he pulled Ganley and put somebody else out there, so I'm thinking he didn't like that.
Fisher, open spot, puts it in the empty net and puts the finishing touches on this one.
Nice hands by Fisher. He's been solid all game.
Back down low for the empty net goal, giving Kennett the 5-3 lead. And that will just about do it for this one.
The security's telling the Kennett fans to go out the side exit. They don't want them coming down the middle here.
Drop at center ice as the last few seconds tick away from this one. Bentz will just sit there. Brown will poke it away from him, and there's the buzzer ending it. So Kennett defeats Sun Valley for 2 out of 3 games this season and puts themselves in a good position to take over that first place spot in the D2 division. They'll skate out and shake hands into this one. Thank everybody for watching us once again. We'll hopefully see many of you in person on Sunday. And if you're unable to make it, we'll still have our normal broadcast. So for Kevin Mott, our cameraman extraordinaire, my sidekick, Swith and Shortledge, I'm Ed Henry. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and we'll see you Sunday.